In this video, I'm going to show you how to complete the Kwong claim for penalty refund. So the very first thing you need to do is do a Google search on IRS form 843. That's the form you're going to need. You want to look for the form 843 on the IRS website. And then you're going to download this form. After you've downloaded the form, this is a PDF document. So the very first thing you want to do is you want to click on this pencil looking icon so that this will come up. So this is the text button. You want to hit text. And in that text, you want to write this statement: protective refund claim pursuant to Kwong case. You want to put interest and penalty abatement based on recalculation of interest of both under IRC 7508 capital A lowercase d. Next, you're going to put your name, and if you have a spouse, your spouse's name, as well as their social security number, address. So you want to enter all of that information in. If you have an apartment number, you would put that in here. Next thing you want to do is you want to enter the beginning date and end date. Now keep in mind, when we enter our beginning and end date, we are only entering for 1 year. So when you enter your beginning and ending date, it needs to be just for 1 year. If you have a secondary year, you have to do a separate form for it. And the way that I handled my different forms was I did one form, I copied to another form, and then I would just change the dates. Make sure you're keeping a copy of each individual one and saving those for your files, even after you submit. If you have not already, the next thing you'll need to do is get a personal account. So go to irs.gov personal account, log in and create a new account, or log into your pre-existing account. After you log in, you will need to pull your transcripts. On your transcripts, you're going to be looking for these amount penalties, for late filing, for failure to pay. You want to add all of those up so that you can calculate what the total is that was already paid. Remember, this is a refund, meaning you were assessed these within that window, January 20th, 2020 through July 10th, 2023, and you are looking to get refunded for those amounts. Once you have the total amount that you're requesting for refund, you're going to enter it on line 2 under amount to be refunded or abated. Next, you're going to go back to your transcripts and look for the subsequent payment. This is the payment that would have been made to pay the balance of what you owe for that year. On line 3 of the penalty abatement form. And if there's multiple dates that you made payment, you're going to enter all of those dates. Use an additional piece of paper if you run out of space. Next, since this is for income taxes, you want to select income tax. Continuing on page 2, you're going to select 1040 for the type of tax under line 5. And on line 6, you want to say the type of penalty. 6651 is for failure to file or failure to pay, and 6654 is estimated taxes. On line 7, you are going to select reasonable cause or other reason allowed under the law can be shown as the reason for the refund. In section 8, the first thing you want to do is your name, your spouse's name, both of your socials, and then you want to say this is a protective refund claim, as well as the year and the penalty amount. You also want to include the assessed date, the date that the tax was assessed, and the date that you made the payment or payments to pay it that you're requesting for the refund. It's also important that you include that this is in reference to the Kwong case 7058A lowercase d, Kwong versus United States, and that this is COVID related. So during that time, you were considered a federal disaster area. You can also include the state of residency that you were in. Use what I have as a baseline. You can use your favorite AI to also come up with a description. Now that your form 843 is complete, you will need to put your package together. The first thing you're going to need is a cover letter. You can use the same AI to create the cover letter based on the description you gave it. Then you're going to include the form 843. You're going to include a copy of your transcripts. Highlight the amounts for penalty. Let's make sure we send it to the right address. So on Google, just go in and say, where do I send my federal tax return by mail? You want to make sure you're on the irs.gov website. Click that. And then when you get to IRS, make sure it's for individual tax returns by state. You're going to scroll down until you see the states and find the state where you live during COVID that you're asking for this refund for. Go to that state by clicking the drop down, and you're going to choose the one that says send without a payment, usually the first column. And lastly, you are going to send this certified mail. Now, make sure when you send it certified mail, you document what year and what penalty this was for. So if you need to reference it back, you'll be able to see what the code number was and see that the mailing got there, and also be able to tell what year and penalty that it was for. And remember, one envelope for each 843, and 843 should be split by year and whether it's interest or penalty and refund or abatement. All right, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you like this video, please take a moment to subscribe so that I can do more content just like this. I'll see you in the next lesson.